Hello, 5th graders. Welcome to lesson 5.4, Division of Decimals by Whole Numbers. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is to divide decimals by whole numbers. Please pause again to write the lesson objective in your notebook. Alright, 5th graders, today's lesson is on dividing a decimal by a whole number. Let's begin by reading the Unlock the Problem. It says, in a swimming relay, each swimmer swims an equal part of a total distance. Brianna and 3 other swimmers run a relay in 5.68 minutes. What is the average time each girl swam? Let's look at the blue box to start. It says how many swimmers are part of the team. Well, if we look back, it says Brianna and 3 other swimmers. So that means that 4 people are swimming. So if you look at step 1, we're going to use place value to divide. We're going to divide their total time, 5.68, by 4 because there were 4 swimmers. So 5.68 divided by 4. Notice that we set it up like regular long division. There's a decimal in there, but for now we're going to pretend like it doesn't exist and divide. So the first one says 4 goes into 5 one time. 1 goes on top, and the 4 goes underneath because 4 times 1 is 4. And then we're going to subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. So then we check. One group of 4 cannot go into 4 evenly. So now we're ready to go to our next step, step 2, and bring down the next number. We had 1 left over, and now we're going to bring down the 6. Now we're trying to divide 6/10 into 4. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So 4 times 4 is 16, so 16 goes underneath. And then we subtract. 16 minus 16 is 0. So 16/10 minus 16/10 is 0. And that cannot be shared into an equal number, so we need to continue on to step 3. My step 3 doesn't fit on this page, so make sure you have everything written down before the video continues. Alright, step 3. So we've brought down our 16. We know that we have 0 left over. We know that we have a 4 on top, and now we're ready to deal with this 8. So this 8 drops down here, and we want to know how many times does 4 go into 8. Well, 4 goes into 8 2 times, and we multiply 4 times 2 gives us 8, and then we subtract. 8/100 minus 8/100 is 0, and 4 can't go into 0, so there's no number to bring down and no remainder. So our answer is 142. But wait, this number has a decimal. So if our beginning number has a decimal, our answer needs to have a decimal. So when we divide by a decimal, first off, we line everything up, we divide like it's not there, and then we're going to bring it straight up from where it is, straight up above the line, and place it right there. So my answer should be 1.42 minutes. Each girl swam 1.42 minutes of the total time. Great job so far, 5th graders. Let's try another problem in the Another Way section. This time it says we're going to estimate. So first it says divide as you would with whole numbers. We're going to divide the number 40.89 by 47. First, let's estimate. If we take that decimal out, we would have 4089. And that almost looks like 4,089. So we're going to round 4,089 to 4,000. And we're going to round 47 to 50 so that we get nice, easy numbers. 50, or 5, goes into 40 8 times, and then there's 1 0 left over. So we know that it's going to go about 80 times. But remember, this is not a whole number. It's really a decimal. So this is going to be 80 hundredths. Now we know about what our answer is going to be. Let's divide. So we start by thinking, does 47 go into 4? No. Does 47 go into 40? Nope, it doesn't go there either. So how many times does 47 go into 408? Just like we would normally do if there were no decimal there. Well, I know that if I multiply 47 times 10, I'll get 470. And that would be too much. So let's try 8. So let's multiply to the side. 47 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 5 is 37. And 376 definitely goes into 408. So we're going to subtract 376. 8 minus 6 is 2. 7 minus 0 I can't do, so I have to borrow. 10 minus 7 is 3, and then 3 minus 3 is 0. So I'm all done with that step. And now we know we need to continue on by bringing down the 9. So now we just went into 376. Now we have a slightly lower number, 329. So let's multiply 47 by a lower number by 7 to see if that gets us our next number. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 4 is 32. And 329 fits perfectly into 329. So remember, we multiplied by 7 on top, and 329 goes underneath, and then we subtract. No remainder. So if we look at these two numbers on top, we know that we're going to need a decimal. And just like we did before, the decimal is going to start where it is and jump straight up on top of the house. So our answer should be 0.87. Our decimal point jumps straight up from where it is in front of that 87. And we also know that because it doesn't go into the 4 and it doesn't go into the 0. So we could fill both of those spaces in with X's, which means that that 87 has to be right in front of that decimal. Great job, 5th graders. All right, time for the lesson activity. The lesson activity is the try this section in your math book. You do not need to write it in your math notebook. You can solve it in your math pages. This says we're going to divide and then use multiplication to check. So remember that we're going to divide like normal, like that decimal doesn't even exist. And then we're going to place our decimal straight up from where it is, right there. So you know how to divide. This is great practice. And then when you're done, check your work. We're going to multiply by 23 because that's what we divided by. And remember our quotient, this number up here, is what is going to go right here. So divide and check. And we'll go over it tomorrow at the teacher table. Great job, 5th graders.